Okay. In connection with last Michael reaction, addition reaction, next reaction we will see now, managed reaction. 1,2 or 1,4 conjugate addition reaction in this case. Now we will see what are the nucleophile and other things. Okay, this is the general reaction for the managed reaction. In this reaction, we are going to use three different starting materials. In that one is addition, primary amine. This is one of the important thing we did add here. And as usual, two carbonyl compounds. Out of that two carbonyl compounds, one is non-enolizable carbonyl compounds. Non-enolizable means there is no any need of the acidic hydrogen on this ketone carbonyl compound. And another is it should be enolizable carbonyl compound. Okay, so two ketones we are going to use, two carbonyl compounds. One is non-enolizable carbonyl compound, one is enolizable carbonyl compound. Enolizable means we can remove the alpha hydrogen atoms. So on enolizable carbonyl compounds, the presence of alpha hydrogen atom is the compulsory. Okay, so, and in presence of this reaction can be catalyzed by acid as well as base. Both catalyst, acidic or basic, we can use to conduct this reaction. And product is the managed base. We are going to get the managed base, that is beta amino carbonyl compound. So alpha, beta at beta position, and nitro N containing group is getting attached. So beta amino carbonyl compound is the final product of the managed reaction. Okay, so this is in case of the amines. So I have written here either primary or secondary amine we have to use. That means at least one hydrogen on the hydrogen atom. Okay, so if we will replace this hydrogen with alkyl group, that means if we will make it tertiary amine, so it's not going to react here in managed reaction. Okay, so the general statement for the managed reaction is an organic reaction used to convert a primary or secondary amines and two carbonyl compounds. Out of this, that two, one is non-enolizable carbonyl compound and one is enolizable. So conversion of these three components to a beta amino carbonyl compound is known as managed base, and this reaction is catalyzed by acid or base. Okay, so now we'll go for the mechanism of the reaction. Very easy. I think you have studied this reaction, and not that of difficult. Just basic things you should be prepared. Either that one is 1 to conjugate addition or 1 for sorry, 1 to direct addition or 1 for conjugate addition. So the managed reaction is example of nucleophilic addition of an amine to a carbonyl group followed by dehydration to the Schiff base. Okay, so what we are going to get here, Schiff base, what type of intermediate Schiff base is an one intermediate, what we are getting it from the amine carbonyl group, carbonyl compound and amine. Okay, so what is the at least one hydrogen on the nitrogen atom. That means if hydrogen is present on the nitrogen atom, then only we can form the Schiff base. If we will use tertiary amine, we are not able to form the Schiff base as an intermediate. Schiff base here as an electrophile, and this Schiff base as it acts as an electrophile, which reacts in second step to an electrophilic addition with the compound containing acidic proton. Okay, so this is the thing. That means amine and non-enolizable ketone, they do form Schiff base, and once this Schiff base acts as a nucleophile, and this nucleophile is going to react with acidic proton. Okay, which is had become an enol. The managed reaction is also considered as a condensation reaction, so we can call managed reaction as a managed condensation also. uh, so again here, why we have to use primary secondary amine. So primary or secondary amines or ammonia we can employ for the activation of the formaldehyde. So non-enolizable ketone maybe it could be the formaldehyde. And first there is a reaction between formaldehyde and amines, primary, secondary amines or ammonia to give Schiff base. And tertiary, why the tertiary amine we cannot use? I have written here. Tertiary amines lack an NH proton to form the intermediate enamine. So first there is a formation of enamine, and then there is a formation of Schiff base. We will see one by one. So alpha CH acidic compounds, nucleophiles includes carbonyl compounds. What? Okay, enolizable ketones. What type of enolizable ketones we can use here? That will be includes nitriles, acetylenes, aliphatic nitro compounds, alpha alkyl pyridines or imines. It is also possible to use activated phenyl groups and electron-rich heterocycles such as furon, pyrrole, thiophene. Indole is a particularly active substrate. The reaction provides gramine derivative. Okay, so these are substrates we can use. What type of aromatic material we can use? What type of amines we can use? What type of non-enolizable ketones we can use? And what type of enolizable ketones we can use? They have given here. So mechanism. So first step this is the acid catalyzed mechanism. Both carbonyl compounds get protonated at the oxygen atom. So first step is the if the in presence of acid catalyst, then obviously as I have told earlier, that if we will react aldehyde or carbonyl group or ketones with any acid catalyst, so first step is carbonyl group acts as a Lewis base because oxygen possesses two lone pair. That's why it acts as a base, and that one is reacts with the acidic H plus, and this is acid base reaction. So to protonate the carbonyl oxygen. So if once we protonate the carbonyl oxygen, so this protonation of this oxygen increases the positivity at the carbonyl carbon. Okay, so carbonyl carbon becomes highly electrophilic, so then nucleophile can attack easily on this electrophilic carbon atom. Okay, so that's why first thing in anywhere, if you will treat ketones or aldehydes in presence of acid catalyst, first step is the protonation at the oxygen atom. Okay, so then next step, the enolizable carbonyl compounds which has an alpha hydrogen then gets deprotonated to form an enol intermediate. So next step is abstraction of the acidic proton from the enolizable ketone. Okay, so that one we will see what who is acting as a base of to abstract this proton. We will see in the on next slide in the mechanism. Third step, the non-enolizable carbon compounds reacts with an imine to form an iminium ion. Okay, so reaction the non-enolizable carbonyl compounds reacts with formaldehyde. We can so reaction between formaldehyde and primary or secondary amine or ammonia. It gives the iminium ion. So then intermediate, enol intermediate, where here it has been formed enol intermediate, then attacks the iminium ion, which after reprotonation provides the final managed product. We'll see one by one what is the mechanism. So here is the mechanism slide. Okay, so in bracket I have written the reaction with